I'm Nicholas Balsi here at the Democratic Convention in Philadelphia with the one and only Jerry Springer.
It's good to be here. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So you've been to a lot of conventions over the years.
Yeah, I've been to, I think, about all of them since 1972, the Democratic conventions. Yeah, I'm a lifelong Democrat. And, I really love Hillary Clinton, and I want her to be the president, and I'm working very hard to see that happen. I also do a podcast. It's a Jerry Springer podcast, and I do it once a week, and it's a political rant along with music and comedy, so we're doing the podcast from here as well.
As you know, there's a lot of controversy going on outside with the Sanders supporters, and a lot of people stopping you here. A lot of controversy outside with the Sanders supporters.
Yes.
What do you think is the number one reason someone who backs Sanders should back Hillary Clinton in the general election?
Well, the easy answer is Trump. So here's the thing. Bernie Sanders ran a great campaign. I love him on the issues. And he has helped move the Democratic platform to a more liberal stance. And I think, frankly, he's moved Hillary Clinton a little more to the left. So it's working. But now, we don't want to lose every benefit that may have come from his efforts by losing this election. And all of a sudden, for the next 20 years, we have a right-wing Supreme Court. We already have a right-wing Congress. We'll then have a right-wing Senate. I mean, what is this? This is crazy. We're trying to punish ourselves. So fight hard to see that Bernie got it. It didn't work out this time, but certainly moved the party to the left, which was the aim of the Sanders people. So I think now the time to get behind Hillary and make sure she's the president. Now, not every one of them will, sure, and that's true of every convention. But most will, and I think we'll win in November.
Do you see some going over to Trump, some Sanders supporters?
No, well then they're not sincere about, I'm assuming they were sincere about what they believed. And there's nothing about Bernie Sanders that's racist. There's nothing about Bernie Sanders that said, if you're Hispanic, I'm going to degrade you. We're going to deport people. If you're Muslim, we won't let you in the country. Stuff like that. I mean, Bernie Sanders is not that. And I think you'll hear him tonight say, at this convention, say that he's backing Hillary Clinton and doing it sincerely.
Now with the DNC chair stepping down, Hillary Clinton's getting some criticism because she brought Debbie Wasserman Schultz on as the honorary chair for campaign pretty quickly. Do you think that was a good decision to kind of bring herself closer to Wasserman Schultz instead of separating herself a little bit in the controversy?
Well, I trust her judgment. She knows what she's doing. Loyalty counts. It wasn't a smart thing what Debbie Wasserman Schultz did. It wasn't. And it was a mistake. But, in this business, you admit your mistakes, you resign. It's an honorary position. You don't just turn your back on friends, even sometimes when they do bad things. It's not going to hurt anyone else in the country by having her as honorary chairman. You know what I mean? And it'll probably help her in Florida, which is not insignificant.
And the last question for you. Trump is doing well in the battleground states. He got a bump after his convention.
As they all do.
What do you think Hillary Clinton needs to do in response to that now that he's getting even more support? How can she differentiate herself from Trump?
Well, number one, after the Democratic convention, she'll get the bump. I mean, that's historic. It always happens. So, but beyond that, she doesn't have to do anything to distinguish herself from Trump. You couldn't find two more opposite people in the world. One is a showman. She is anything but. She's a brain, total knowledge of government, world events, all the things that a president has to do. Trump's a television host. And he was great. He's better at television than I am. But he belongs there. He should go back to The Apprentice. But you can't have an apprentice as president of the United States.
At the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia, I'm Nicholas Balsi.